going on? I'm here live with
What's
Tennessee.
going on?
We're over here just hanging out Thursday Night Lives, answering questions, comments, concerns, whatever you want to know. We'll try to answer it for you. And if we can't find you an answer, then we will make some stuff up for you.
I like that.
How much you raised so far? Oh,
At
for you.
240.
240. So you raised 240 for the GoPro replacement.
Right.
It's not bad. Troy Allen says,
Something in Spanish.
yeah, what's going on, Troy? Que paso, mi amigos? That's what it says. I can't read it that fast, but que paso, mi amigos? Muy bien. I probably said it wrong, but
Yeah.
very good. We are very good. So, man, dude, it's been hot out there on the pad, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. And I'm sitting outside, and it's still hot.
Like, I don't like being out there in the sun like that. I feel like I'm cooking out there. And then when people aren't getting it, I'm just like, oh, Jesus, why are we not getting it? So like, it's just crazy. Smoking will stunt your growth.
Well, I'm already 6'1", so I don't think I need to get any taller.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Dang, I thought you were taller than me. I just didn't know that much. So the guys were giving me troubles on making a flatbed trailer pre-trip. They said that's Tennessee FLATBEDER needs to do that, not you. Translation: What's happening, my friends? Oh, we're kicking it, bro. Alex says, is Prime on a hiring freeze? I think you said that we're going to be redoing the pad. Okay, so it ends up that they're not redoing the pad yet because they were still taking bids. So I guess they're not redoing it yet, but they are not necessarily on a hiring freeze. They are slowed down to small classes is what I was told. So they said, hey, the hiring freeze, we're not on a hiring freeze. We're more of a small class. Like 11, 12 people a week or something like that. Small classes. Sorry I'm late. Where's my boy Hans at? Hans is in here, Sam. Look. Hey, I met you. He says he met you when you ain't no 6'1".
Yeah, I'm 6'1". That's what my driver license says.
But did you lie on your driver's license?
No, before my motorcycle accident, I was 6'1".
Oh, okay. Lost some height after.
Yeah, I crushed some vertebrae.
Yeah, that's not good. So what's up, Tennessee FLATBEDER?
What's going on, Fish?
He said, you were my instructor back in February. I met you. You ain't 6'1".
Yeah, I am.
That's whenever I learned a long time ago. I'm not going to say how tall I am on YouTube because somebody's going to be like, no, you ain't. Or somebody's going to be like, yeah, you are. Or, whatever. It's just like, man. Do you know who that is? It looks like it's just a bunch of letters over here. Oh, look, Trucking Along Kiersey says, hey, guys, I want to kill my student. She failed today, then nailed the alley dock repeatedly on the pad just now.
See, I was wondering what was going on. I was watching her, and I didn't know if she failed it or not.
Bro, it was close. The front of the trailer was over, but it was close. It took me a minute looking at it to be like, Like whenever I seen it, I was all, like, I was looking at it and I was all like, I told her, I said, the front of the, she said, what's wrong with this? And I looked at it for a minute and I said, front of the trailer's over. Finally figured it out. But I looked at it for a little bit. You know, that's the test day nerves. She has an excellent teacher. She has an excellent alley doc to use, and she's gonna hopefully she gets the alley doc again so she can, you know,
Redeem herself.
tell the alley doc who the boss is.
Oh yeah.
So like I like it when my students fail and they get the same maneuver. Well, I don't like it when my students fail. Let's get that
Yeah,
right.
we don't like that at all.
We don't like that. But if they fail, I like it when they get the same maneuver again so they can show it who boss is. So they can figure out that they had nerves for no reason. With my phone. No, my phone is muted.
Not all of them.
That is this one. Oh, second phone. That's what happens when you have two phones. Yeah, she's in good hands, and I know you're going to get her through her test and get her CDL or his CDL.
Her.
You know, I don't know, girl or female or male. So, Lon says it's called nerves. Yes, nerves are the one thing that we can't do nothing about. I have not found a way to deal with people's nerves. Tennessee, how do you deal with people's nerves?
I tried telling them to treat it just like it'd be practicing with me out there on the yard. And just somebody else watching them.
So, I mean, it's pretty much, hey, do what you did when we practiced. There's nothing different. Don't change stuff. Oh, Alex ups grades on Monday. Hey, Alex, congratulations, man.
Heck yeah.
That you're upgrading. And, you know, it's on to bigger and better things. Now you're running your own truck. Are you thinking about going lease or company? I'm just kind of curious which one you're picking. What you think about going lease or company when you upgrade, Tennessee?
Me personally, I tell all my students, go company at least 6 months to a year. Find out what the job has to entail before you put your finances in front of it. That way you know how to do your job right, and then get into that lease if you're going to.
Yeah. So, you know, kind of make your mistakes on the company side. Don't make the mistakes in your business. You know, make your mistakes on the company side, on the company dime. That way, when you go lease and it's your business you're running, you will already know not to make that mistake again, and you're not playing with your money this time. You are playing with your money this time, so you're going to be more careful. He says, I'm just messing with you, man. You probably don't remember me. I was the dude with all the tattoos and the big red beard.
Oh, I remember you. Don't remember your name, but I remember your face.
Oh, dude, horrible with names over here. Horrible.
Oh, yeah.
So at Prime, what backing do you have to do?
Well, Sam kind of answered it, but on the test, we only do 3 maneuvers. You're going to do a straight back, then you're going to do either a right or a left offset, and the last maneuver is going to be either a parallel or an alley dock, and that parallel is going to be either left or right.
What percentage of those backs are, example, 90 backing? I think that it pretty much averages to being like 33% on each one. 33. Think about it, because you have 3 different backing maneuvers. So you have a parallel right, you have a parallel left, and you have an alley dock. So it's probably like something like a 33-point-something% chance on getting a parallel right, or a 33% parallel right, 33% alley dock. So I think that's kind of like the percentage it goes by. I'm not 100% sure. I know that it's randomized. It's printed out randomized, and they just put like a rubber coating on the back. So you can just rip off the top test. That's the test the student gets, and they're in order. They're numbered, and all kinds of important stuff on there too that has to be accounted for. You can't just skip a test. If you mess one up, you have to write it down into this big book or whatever. They have to log that they messed up the sheet because they're going to be asking, where's this sheet? What's happening? It's all these special regulations, special documents, stuff like that. Big Leg, he wasn't late today.
He was actually a little early.
He beat COVID, man. He took his leg off, man. He was swinging around. That COVID was coming in, and he went blap. Beat COVID. Hopefully you're feeling better. Hopefully that COVID scare is over with and behind us, and we don't have to worry about COVID coming for your other leg. Good question. I think it depends on the student.
Good what was the question?
I got kind of behind, my bad.
Yeah, I don't even know what the question was, Sam.
I figured, man, I wanted to give a shout out, and I ended up going to another flatbed company.
Ah. I was wondering why I didn't see you around.
Next week, we will be going to see Tennessee in a back of a Walmart. Keeps getting kicked out further and further. Next week, we getting to see Tennessee in the back of a Walmart. Keeps getting kicked out further and further.
Are you talking about load? Because I don't remember meeting anybody in the back of a Walmart.
No. I think he's talking about the state of Tennessee. I think that he's talking about doing freight till he comes in upgrades, I think. Not 100% sure what's going on there, but we'll roll with it. Like I said, just fake it till you make it.
Well, I'm surprised if you're waiting to upgrade, you hadn't come back. That's Sam. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
They'll come to me.
I think that they've been bringing back students pretty quick to upgrade. I've seen a lot of, trainees. So I think that a lot of people are finishing TNT and they're bringing them back for their trucks. I've seen 3 or 4 of my old students out there getting trucks. They're all like, "Hey man, I'm getting my truck." I'm like, "Congratulations, dude! That's wonderful. Like, I'm happy. It's good. It feels good that they're getting their trucks and they're off of TNT, moving on to making their own money." So say I'm going lease. I have a lot of distribution experience. Plus, I don't have a lot of bills. Everything I have is paid off. You just gotta be careful, man. Be smart with your lease. Like one thing that I will tell you that you need is you need a drive to keep moving that truck. You need to have a drive to keep working. Yeah, don't have that drive of, hey, I'm leased, I can just take the day off. I don't feel like getting another load today. Man, nobody feels like working, dude. Like, nobody feels like working. But you have to have that drive to, hey, man, I just delivered this load and I got 2 hours left on my clock. Can I at least pick something up? You got to be vicious out there. You got to go get your money. That's what trucking's about, going and getting yours.
The other thing is don't try to put everything on your truck the first day. Take your time getting your stuff for your truck.
Oh, so don't go to the chrome shop and just load it up.
Right. If you want stuff coming out of your check, slowly bring it out of your check. Don't just bring it out all at once because you're going to go, oh, what was that check for? Yeah.
Be careful with spending your money, cash advances, stuff like that. That's all not good stuff. Don't try to take any cash advance unless you have to. Big Leg says, I kicked Rona in the hiding parts. Would you guys ever become examiners?
I actually thought about that. I actually thought about later down the road becoming an examiner.
I think you would like it. I
got to come out about some of my bills though.
Yeah, I thought about it, but like I make more than like examiners make good money. Don't get me wrong, they make good money, but I would be taking a pay cut to be an examiner. And I thought about it. I really did. I was really thinking about it at one point, and I was all like, "Man, I should be becoming an examiner because I'm tired of dealing with students." And then I was all like, "Wait a minute, I gotta test those students." And I know how some like I've seen some bad trainers out there, and I'm always all like, I've seen the examiners go on the road like with a student, and they're all like, "Man, pray for me. I know this guy's trainer. Pray for me. I hope I live." Like they have that look on their face. So you're just like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to do that." Like something different going on a ride with a student you did not train. Han says, I failed my first test, only had one hand on the steering wheel and running my mouth with the tester.
Yeah.
Imagine that, Hans. I would have never ever guessed. Would you have guessed that?
No.
No. I would have never guessed that he would have ran his mouth with the examiner.
Do you have cricket over there? I thought I heard a scream on your end.
Nah, that's the kids over there in the pool, man. They're
okay.
The pool's right next to this window I'm in.
It sounded just like cricket.
My wife, we're moving the studio because the pool's right next to the window I'm in. Like we're moving upstairs. Trucking along with Kiersey says, 10K knowledge. Kiersey, what are you doing using these big words? Okay, 10K in fees for dumping crap and having no cargo insurance unless an accident is enough for me to stay company. Woo. How you say it? Negligence? How you say that word? Big word. What's it called whenever because you didn't do what you were supposed to, you ruined the load. That's what she's talking about. Negligence. Oh my gosh. I'm having a train wreck over here.
So real quick, Sam just sent me a text message saying it's because he can't get reconnect for some reason. So he sent me a message saying I get kicked further and further out of the house. Next time I'm going to be on the live, I'll be at the Walmart.
Oh, because he's getting kicked out.
Yeah.
Han says, I wouldn't be tested by a prime driver.
What was that for, Hans?
He's a super trucker. He'll scare us. Pegleg says, when going into a lease, most important to do is read the lease documents entirely. If you have questions about it, as them before you sign something you don't understand. Yeah, don't sign it if you don't understand it. Do your research.
Other thing is, go over that truck thoroughly before you sign that lease. Go over it thoroughly, because as soon as you sign that lease, you were stuck with any other repairs on that you did not report.
Yeah, go through it all. Check for every scratch. Check every tire. Check everything you can. Write down stuff that doesn't even exist yet. If you think next week you're going to get a scratch on the fender from running through some brush at your house, you got a tree at your house about this tall and it hits the fender right there, you better go ahead and write down you got scratches on the fenders right there, because you know that you're going to have scratches there that you did not do. The brush ran into your truck. Now, it's best to be honest on that stuff because they're going to check it for real. So I'm just kidding around.
Well, they double check it when it comes in from either from the shop or from a previous lease owner. They go over it first, then they hand you a list and says, now you double check it to make sure we got everything.
Hans says, Leeson's a glorified company driver. Pretty much.
If you're going to do it, lease own.
Yeah,
purchase that truck at the end.
Leasing is kind of like leasing is kind of like a gamble, man. I think of it as a gamble. It's like, hey, man, I could make this much money, or I could lose it all by having a bad week. I think that it's really kind of like out there, as in I'm playing the slot machine or something like that. I could hit it big, or I could lose my money this week. I I haven't ever personally went lease. I've never drove. I've never been lease. I've been on a lease truck before. My TNT trainer was lease. I just couldn't get. I couldn't get into it. Like, I have bills to pay. I have a family dependent on me. I think leasing kind of is for more the people with less responsibilities, or maybe just the people that want to take a risk. I don't see myself taking risks like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey Hans, I appreciate the $30. His weekly donation to me.
Weekly donation for Tennessee done.
Yeah, everybody hit up that GoFundMe for me. Let's get some more money in there so I can get my GoPro going.
So why have you never went lease?
When I first became a prime driver, I wanted to do company so I can get my house. Now I've got house, truck, bike, her bike, my new car. So that's 5 things I need to get paid off before I even try to do another mortgage like a house. Because that's what I feel another truck's going to be, is another mortgage.
So so it's not off the table for you.
And if I do, it's going to go purchase a truck right outright and then bring it in either on the logistics side, or I'll run under my brother-in-law.
Okay, so hey,
But
you
that's
never
going to be
know.
a ways down the road before I do that.
We might have a next super trucker over there with no governor on his truck.
Yeah, I'll still run 60, 65.
Save fuel, right?
Oh, yeah.
And fuel prices are outrageous too.
Yeah, I
What's up with?
haven't paid attention. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
I was going to say, I hadn't paid attention. Last time I put fuel in my truck, it was just west of St. Louis on 44. I put 95 gallons, I believe, and over $700. So
That's a lot, dude.
yeah,
What's up with Bay 2 not having no fuel?
I have no clue, and I don't see why they don't just open it up and let us run through it. But they've got it closed off too.
Oh, I didn't even know it was closed off. I pulled in there and I didn't see that little bitty sign. Not that I was looking at that little bitty sign, but I didn't see that sign. I went all the way in there and I went to get fuel, and they said, "We don't got no fuel in this bay." And I said, "Son of a gun." So I had backed all the way out of it. And I said, "I'm going in the next one." They said, "That's cool." I was like, "Man, I did not know about this."
What's going on, Mark?
Look, Mark's in the house. What's up, Mark?
Be-doo, 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 be-doo.
I wish I had a Be-Doo sound for you, man. I would so play the Be-Doo for you. So Mark is the guy that has the Minion truck out there, and it's an awesome truck.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous truck.
Yeah, beautiful truck, especially since it's red. It is red. My favorite color is red, but it's a beautiful truck out there. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all need to stop by the pad sometime while he's there and check it out. Beautiful truck, and I did a video on it, and whole bunch of people watched the video of his truck. Super nice truck though. Great friend. He's a great instructor. He gets people his CDL. He takes people over the road with him and comes back and tests them out. Sometimes he works with a couple at the pad. A lot of times, I think that he more here lately. He's been taking them over the road. If I know right. Pegleg says, "Will Prime let a driver bring in a truck they own from outside the company? If so, what are the limits on that trucks?"
Well, as far as I know, you'd be on the logistics side. You can run Prime's load board, and I can't answer the whole if there's got to be a limit on it or not.
So you can bring your truck over to Prime. It has to fit within the specifications. There's a weight limit of the truck. It has to. Oh man, I just lost train of thought. It can be. It has to be a certain length, like less than a certain length. It has to be less than a certain wide. It has to weigh a certain amount because all of that is prime specs. So it has to fit within prime specs. If you get with Success Leasing, they can give you the specs that it has to fit into. But yes, you can bring one over and you'll be running like on a lease board. You just don't have a truck payment if you own it. So Glenn says, what is the difference on a super single and duals? Have much fuel mileage? Do you gain on the super singles?
I don't know why you did that. I don't pay attention to my fuel miles. Other than I haven't had any issues with super singles, never got stuck in a field somewhere. But none of our flatbed trailers will run a super single. They'll always be duals.
Dues. Big mountain dues. Big mountain dues.
Plenty of jacks.
Now, the super singles. So here's the reason that we use super singles, from what I've been told, is one, they get better fuel mileage. Number two, they're cheaper. Instead of if you have a blowout, instead of replacing 2 tires, you're just replacing 1. You know, and then you got the negatives on the duals, on the super singles. Like if you have a blowout, you're stuck there. You can't drive it to a truck stop, limp it to anywhere like that. So it has its disadvantages. The dual tires, from what I hear, that I hear both ways on this. They say the dual tires are a smoother ride. Most people say once they put the duals on, it is a way smoother ride than the super singles. I've heard people say that it was the opposite. But as for the fuel mileage, I don't know the difference because I haven't had duals versus super singles. So I don't know if there's a fuel difference that's really a major thing. Like I don't know if that you're making a lot of money by having super singles on there or by having duals on there. I will ask one of my friends that's ran super singles and duals, and he has duals on his truck right now. I'll hit him up and find out.
And a lot of it too is the super singles can actually hold more weight than the duals.
Hi, Leah. You ain't gonna wave? You wanted this one, huh?
There we go. That's more my style.
Fuel has dropped 46 cents in the last 2 days. Oil is under $100 a barrel, and it's trending down. Let's hope that continue. I think it's pretty much they raised it up for 4th of July, and then now they're kind of bringing it back down. I think I'll be in on the 10th. Hey, roll out the red carpet,
you, brother.
We're gonna roll out the red carpet for the red fire truck with the minions coming in. You have your special parking spot, two spots over from the food truck where you park your truck and trailer. We will see you there.
Hopefully they'll be open.
I like Mark. Mark is such a good guy. Does Prime still require tanker endorsement on CDL permits? Tennessee?
Only if you're going to do tanker and flatbed. If you're doing reefer, you don't need it.
You definitely need it on reefer.
Oh, so I was told the other direction. If you don't have it, reefer is okay.
No, we haul big containers with liquid in them, and we need a tanker's endorsement for that. It's
so
all
the
good.
Same thing as us then. So yes, you need your tanker endorsement.
Yes.
Even though I don't have mine.
No Hippie says, do you have any of these? I'm not even going to ask these what. Depends on if you drive tanker. Super singles is also for lowering the weight of the truck to the maximum load we can pull. See, I did not know that. So No Hippie says that the super single weighs less than the duals, which makes sense because you're losing an extra rim. It's a bigger rim. I bet the rim's lighter, and I bet the yeah, I bet it's all the way lighter. So I believe that.
Well, that super single is still freaking heavy.
Yeah, it is.
By itself. If Dalton was here, but he's actually up in our new terminal up just south of Chicago working for a week.
Super truckers dislike singles.
It,
What's up, Kenworth Ryder? Hey, Jesus takes the wheels in the house.
what's going on?
What's happening, Jesus? Well, not only bolts. Yeah, and that's right, Hans. If you blow on duals, you can blow one tire and you're good. I've had a trailer with duals on it, and I lost 2 tires at once though. So I mean, like I was still stuck.
Yeah, see, flatbed, I've lost one with a heavy load, and I was still able to make it to the next truck stop.
Super singles are 100 pounds lighter than duals. Wow. That's why I didn't say it. Leah says there's an old video about SS has Junior Honduras, and they apparently do save fuel, but I don't know. I don't like the if one blows out part, and I've heard they don't have as good of grip on the road. I never had a grip problem with them on the road.
I haven't had any trouble for being flatbed, being out in the fields with the mud and all that. I haven't had any issues. I haven't gotten stuck yet. But they do make a more aggressive tread, super single for flatbedders. They just never put them on my truck for some reason.
That's racist. You need to tell them to get you some.
Oh, yeah.
Real truckers bypass weigh stations. Okay, we have bypass passes. My student blew past a scale, no cal yesterday. Oh. Well, hopefully it was closed when he blew past it. I hope it was. Timothy Turbo says, I'm late, so what did I miss? You missed a lot, dude. You're going to have to watch it on the replay. No, I don't think you missed too much. Tell Thomas he owes me a steak. Hey, Martin Fleming says you owe him a steak. So let's hear these juicy details. What you owe him a steak for?
I have no clue. Maybe he needs to respond to that part to seeing why I owe him a steak.
So no idea?
He's got to remember. I remember faces, not names.
Fleming, wasn't that the guy you tested out like 2 weeks ago with the black beard? The short guy?
Yeah.
The guy that put you down for a referral.
Okay.
Was that him?
I don't remember his last name being Fleming, but I'd remember that part because my mom's married name is Fleming.
I thought that was him, but I don't know for sure.
Martin sounds familiar though.
Jeff, what's going on? Jeff's
it was open.
He says it was open. Please no tickets. Please no ticket. Just a warning.
They probably got a call.
Somebody told me one time that a warning is worse than getting a ticket. I can't remember who, but they said that it's worse on your license than getting a ticket, but I don't have nothing to prove that.
No, I don't have anything to prove it, and I have an overweight warning.
You have an overweight warning? What'd they say? Nothing?
If I could slide my fifth wheel plate, they'd give me a warning, and I was 1,000 pounds over on my drives.
No, what did Prime say when you said, hey, I got a warning for this?
They didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Just curious. Jesus Takes the Wheel says, duals, super singles, donut spare tires, as long as they pay me, well, I'm running it. That's what I'm talking about.
There we
Jesus
go.
gracious, man. Get out of his way. He's trying to make some money. Hey, Big Houston, what's going on, brother, man?
Hold on, Big Houston.
For 4 super single weighs 382 pounds and a set of duals weigh 800 pounds for 8 tires. Hey, one thing good about having duals is like whenever you have to stop because a car pulled out in front of you or something like that, then you have 18 wheels, so that's 18 brakes. You can stop on a dime.
Wrong.
Oh, Martin says I was your student and I am at 54K miles now. Coming from upgrade. Oh, you're gonna have an upgrade coming in.
Oh, heck yeah. You'll have to come see me down on the pad when you get there.
Hey, everybody, Tennessee Flatbed said if you come see him on the pad, he's buying steaks. Because look, Timothy Turbo says Thomas can buy me a steak too.
There, I threw my GoFundMe up again. Help me out. Paid all them steaks.
Paying for all those steaks. Did you get a ticket? Can you blow past the scales at all times? Oh, it's that hippie. Then he stopped right next to the scale. I was like, get out of here. You blew it already. Oh, man.
If you're going to blow that scale, keep rolling. Do not stop. Don't give them a reason to come chase you.
You know, no hippie was like this. Hey, bro, that scale was open. We just passed. And he goes, oh, let me pull over. And he's all like, no, get out of here. Super trucker. Go. Fast as it'll go. Stop looking in your mirrors. You might see them coming. If you don't look in the mirrors and see them coming, they won't get you. Greenwich Trucking. Evening Twisted. Good evening. Martin Fleming says, a couple months ago, maybe a little longer, me and Lorenzo was your students. You said when we come for upgrade, we get that steak. I remember Lorenzo too. Can't fight a warning. You can take a ticket to court. Okay, is that why they say a warning's worse? Is it because you can't fight a warning? I just said keep rolling. It's rush hour traffic. Yeah, you were thinking the cop don't want to come out here in this traffic. You think he's stupid? He's about to get stuck in rush hour traffic. It'll take him 45 minutes to get back to the scale. He ain't chasing us down. He's looking for those suckers that run into the scale and can't get out because of rush hour traffic. Then he got you. Hell yeah, fat man got to eat.
Like I said, if they're open again.
Oh, look. Jesus takes the wheel. He's going to buy everyone steaks. Well, no, he said he's going to cook everyone up steaks. He didn't say who was paying for them. Smart man, I see you there. I was excited. Oh, you're back.
Yep.
I saw your camera went off, so I
figured not seeing anything behind me would be better than yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm overweight. I just enjoy running back roads. Yeah, take the scenic route if you have time. Run from the cops at 62 miles an hour. You might as well throw yourself in the mercy of the courts. For traffic, they might have been running from the cops at like 10 miles per hour or 7, depending on where they were at. Okay, Bo said, he says, don't they put a spacer in the rail, the fifth wheel slide on so it locks in the center position? Is it different for lease? Don't they put a spacer in the rail? The fifth wheel slider, so it doesn't lock in a certain position. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. So you're talking about whenever you release the pin of the sliding fifth wheel, you slide it, and it can only go so far back on the company side. I don't know if it's different for lease. I'm not 100% sure if it's different for lease. So I know on the company side, we can only take it so far back, but I don't know if your lease, go check your fifth wheel. Or are you saying that you want to get that little plate removed? Well, I think that's what you're talking about. You can only slide it so far back. I have mine slid all the way back against that blocking plate just because whenever I have my fifth wheel there, I've never had my steers overweight. Because we in the prime truck we have a load scale for the drives, and we have a load scale for the trailer. So I kind of like to look at the load scale. The load scales I can see, like I kind of know what they're at because I always adjust my load scales to make sure that they're more accurate. Now the steer tires, I don't have no load scale for those. So I kind of put my fifth wheel all the way back so I'm never over on the drives. I meant the steers, never over on the steers. Usually they don't chase you, but they got cameras. We're taking pictures of the trucks, so shouldn't be on the trailer. Oh, hopefully there's no cameras. No cameras.
I'm back, brother.
All right.
Sorry.
I think I've decided Salt Lake oh wow man, I'm messing up my words here. SC South Carolina has the worst traffic and drivers. I swear I passed 5 wrecks today on a beautiful sunny day and got cut off multiple times. Plus rush hour is stupid here. At least ATL. Yeah, it's pretty much everywhere you go, you're gonna run into bad drivers and stuff like that. Today in Springfield, my student was driving. I was having him drive through town to get some city driving in, and he was doing excellent. And it was like every 5 to 10 minutes, somebody pulled right out in front of our semi truck, and I'm all like, I told him, I looked over at him and I said, dude, what did you do today, man? You decide that you just wanted everyone to pull out in front of you today? Yeah, there's some bad drivers everywhere. Sometimes I think Springfield, Missouri has the worst drivers because there's a lot of road rage here. Like people, you used to hear it on the news all the time. Whenever I was watching the news, they're all like, in the news today, somebody so-and-so got shot and killed in a road rage incident. They followed them to the gas station. When they stopped, they shot them. I'm like, what? There's some people with some bad road rage here. I had one student get flipped off twice in one day, like just driving through town. Yeah, people. Atlanta traffic is worse. Yeah, Atlanta is the place I don't like going. I don't like driving through Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't like Atlanta traffic at all.
Dallas is worse than Atlanta. Plus, you need to cross 5 lanes to hit the next exit. See, my problem is like I hear people say that all the time. Dallas is the worst. Dallas is the worst. I guess I'm just so used to driving through Dallas or going through to Dallas for like to visit family and stuff. So I'm just used to Dallas, so I don't have a problem with it.
Dallas is just like driving through Nashville. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Atlanta is worse than Nashville.
Big Honker, what's going on? Hopefully you get a TNT trainer pretty soon. They got like 500 people in Springfield. 502.
That was a husky.
That was a husky?
Husky with one blue eye.
Spend 4th of July in Dallas. Luckily, in and out early with a quick stop at our beautiful drop yard. Woo,
Yeah, I
that drop
like
yard
our
is
drop
cool.
yard. I don't like our drop yard there in Dallas. No, not at all.
You go to the same one we go to?
Yep.
Man, the first time I went to that one, I was like, "Where's this place at?" Like, you driving through the hood over there and go to the drop yard. It's craziness. You're all like, "What the heck? There's a liquor store right here?" And then I did not know it was up that hill and stuff. I was like, "Man, where is this place at?"
Yeah.
Issues with traffic besides I run nightly. I only run 2 states, have no issue with traffic besides I run nightly. What's the 2 states you run? I used to live in the ATL in Nashville. Now too happy to, I swear I live there. Hey. Yeah, that yard in Dallas, I had my bunk, my what's it called, my AC, my APU quit working on me in the summertime, and I was sweating and dying in the truck. Like, I had every window open, I had the vents on, like I was sweating to death over there. And it's crazy because I told my fleet manager, I said, "Look, my APU doesn't work, so keep me in the Northeast because it's summertime. Don't send me to Dallas, or don't send me down south." I said, "Whenever I go home, or next time I'm in the terminal, I'll get it fixed then, but like, keep me running." What do you know? Next load went straight to Texas, to Dallas. I was like, "You got to be kidding me right now." I was super hot with them. All my deliveries are always after midnight. Can't wait to start my journey on the 25th, says Matt B. Well, hey, congratulations for starting your journey on the 25th. Just so you know, it's not as easy as you think it is. Wait till you get here.
But listen to your instructor, because he knows what he's talking about.
Isaac's dad, when do you start in Salt Lake City, man? Are you in Salt Lake City yet? Good luck, Matt. I won't burn at the stakes that volunteer to stay in the Northeast. Hey, whenever I was solo, I loved being up in the Northeast. I really did. I could get me a quick 400-mile load, deliver it the next day, get a quick 400-mile load, deliver it the next day. I was running 8 hours a day pretty much. And I loved the Northeast. I really did. Moving freight up there, I mean, it was real quick. Sometimes you would get a 200-mile load. You wouldn't be too happy about it. But it ain't like I had long appointment times. It was like once you picked it up, boom, ran it there, boom, sleep for the night, wake up, get a load out the next day. Washington and Idaho. Ooh, Hans, I pray for you in the wintertime. You definitely have to chain up there, I bet.
Now we know why he lost his leg.
No, that's not peg leg. That's Hans.
Oh, Hans. Damn it. God. Jack is talking.
The 25th. So I took my pee test today. Well, hopefully you have some good pee that's clear, and
hopefully you study.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you don't turn up pregnant though. That would be bad.
Yeah.
The Northeast is trippy. Hate the Northeast. No, hippie. What's your favorite place to run? I don't think I ever asked you. What area do you like? Do you like the Midwest? Do you like the West Coast? What do you like? He's gonna come back. I don't like running anywhere but my house. Everywhere gets annoying after a bit. Yeah,
Because
correct.
you done seen it.
Correct. Everywhere does get annoying.
Once you've seen it all looks the same.
Yeah, and a lot of people come out here and they're all like, you know what? I'm going to retire. I'm going to become a truck driver so I can travel the U.S. and see a bunch of stuff. And they find out that you're seeing it through a windshield. You're not really getting out places that much. Like, I went to Philly. I went to like a mall somewhere. Like, it wasn't too often. It was just luck that I got stuck in that area, or I got stuck there for a 34 or something. It was rare occasions that I got off the truck and went and did anything. So a lot of people think that they'll come out here truck driving. Man, I'm going to be able to go all these different places and chill out and stay the night, get a hotel room, hang out. No, that's not trucking. We out here to work. We out here to make some money. We're out here to pay some bills. We have goals. Yeah, hopefully you study for that test. I make a killing in the Northeast. Mark, you're right. I do too. I think some of the best solo money I've ever made was in the Northeast. I swear. Yeah, Hans, whenever I take a load up that way, if I ever take a load up that way in the wintertime and I have to chain up, I'm going to call you and get your super trucker self out there and chain up mine. There's your question. Or there's...
Just enough of them do, but no, you didn't ever tell me about that.
I remember him saying something about the airport. No Hippie says Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. What? No Texas? I'm hurt. I'm hurt. You're laughing, but you made the list, man. That's not fair. I didn't make the list. You know, I tell you what, like one of the things I say in the wintertime is I try to stay out of the states that start with a O. Because it's like every time I hit some major weather, it's been Ohio and Oregon and Oklahoma one time, believe it or not. Oklahoma one time they didn't ice or salt the roads at all. What you doing over there trying to show us your crotch?
Nah, just trying to show the other pup that's out here with me.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I just saw the camera go down and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's my youngest. She don't like to sit still for anything.
Mm. Please. Man, I've seen some places. It's the vibes you get on you. I like a couple of places in North Carolina and Florida. I don't mind the vibes. Yeah, find you a place that you jive with. You know, you'll be a place to settle down, maybe. Then, boo, boo. I'm just gonna boo you on that one. Like, man, I hurt my feelings.
I was gonna say, didn't Jeff just ask that?
Do what?
Didn't he just ask that?
Was it him or was it someone else? That's Jeffrey. That's Jeff. I'm not going back up there. Yes, Prime still requires a tanker endorsement on your CDL. So some states right now are not allowing you to take the permit test for tanker until you come back with your test scores. Then you're allowed to take the tanker's endorsement. And one of the reasons for
and
that
it was.
Do what?
It was him that he just re-asked that.
Oh, okay. God, you comment police over here? Well, yes, some places will not let you get the tanker's endorsement on it till some states will not let you get it till after you get your test scores, and that's because they don't on a permit, you cannot pull a loaded tanker. You can't do it. So I think that is the reason that they're doing that. Oh, you own the socks as well. Are the socks worth the money? Are the socks worth it? Isaac Dad says, hey, does anyone know if I move residency? Anybody know if he moves to a new house to a different state, do you have to change your CDLA also? Trying to leave California ASAP.
Yeah, you have to renew it in the state you move into.
Yep, have to do that. I'm from Florida, and probably will settle there eventually. Hey, see you, No Hippie. Thanks for stopping by and having some fun and chilling out with us. Yeah, Florida would be a retirement center. I mean, like, that's where a lot of people retire. And be safe out there, No Hippie, just like Han says. Be safe out there. Peg Leg says that engine dropped at 3 p.m. and traffic was not near as bad as ATL. I worked in the airline at Denver Airport. My kid's yelling at me through the window in the pool.
Yeah, I could hear Zane.
No, it was Sissy.
Oh, it was? It sounded like Zane.
I missed it. Sorry, guys. No, hey, don't worry about it.
It's all right. I was just wondering if you asked that same question.
Somebody might have came in and wanted to know the same question, so go for it. Like, we don't mind. Texas DPS told me that. McDonald's is whoa.
Now that it's come up twice now. Republic's about to get its Whataburger. They're in the process of putting the building up.
They already here in Ozark. They already did the they already cleared off that ground and they're adding dirt. I don't know what the heck it's.
So we're gonna get ours first.
I'm not hearing your racism.
Hey, that just means you got to come over to Republic to get your Whataburger.
Yeah. How far are you from Republic? Is it like
15 minutes?
Mr. Brown says it. In between PSD and TNT training, I understand that there may be a wait. Can you stay at Prime Housing or do you have to go home? You can. Go ahead.
I was going to say, when you come in as a student, that the campus inn is free to you up until you have your first truck. So yes, you can stay at campus on Prime.
Yep. So you don't have to go home. Don't come to Florida. We're full. Like,
I like that.
there is so many old people. There is so many old and retired people in Florida because it's a retirement home. I'm sure by the hour there will be an empty apartment for somebody.
But both my students I have right now are from Florida, and they're both flatbed.
We need a Crystals.
Yes, we do. We need a Crystals.
You know who likes what's it called? White Castle. You know who loves White Castle?
I like White Castle.
No, Steve Larson loves White Castle. Did you know that?
I see Primetime Fitz always eating White Castles.
Those are the ones out the vending machine.
I know, but still, he's always eating them.
I don't think it counts.
No, but still, when it comes in a package and it says White Castle across it, we can use it.
In my opinion, snow socks are worth it. As long as you drive with them, if it turns If it's snow on the ground, if it's dry, do not put on the snow socks.
So you're saying when the chain law signs come up saying chain up, if there's no snow, put chains on. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, when you started talking, I did not understand it no more. I was like, what? Because I thought he was pretty much saying, like, hey, if there's snow on the ground already, then put them on. If there's not snow on the ground, don't mess with them.
Lay down.
Florida is not full.
Lay down.
Not clapping. He says as big as Fitz is, they're making their money off that vending machine.
Uh.
God. That's not nice. That is not nice. Leave Primetime Fitz alone. Hey, just so you know, if y'all have not seen this channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. Also, Tennessee FLATBEDER over here. If y'all have not subscribed to his channel, go ahead and subscribe to that one too. It's a good channel. Springfield needs a Checkers. Y'all don't know anything about that fry burger.
Hey, I've eaten Checkers once.
Checkers. I didn't even know that Checkers was still open or a thing. I thought that they all closed. Yeah, don't forget Harold and Kumar went to White Castle. No prime allowed in Washington State. We go over 65. White Castle's is an adult store? No, it's a burger place. Hit that like button. That's right from Salt Lake City. Hit that like button from the SLC, man. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. It always helps out. I don't know what it does, but I'm
the first one to hit it.
You're the first one to hit it, and we've been in here almost an hour. No, an hour?
Hour and 2 minutes.
Ooh-wee, nobody likes me. Nobody likes me. It's sad days. I'm not knocking Fitz. I'm a big guy. Timothy's getting scared. Fitz is gonna body slam him, man. He's gonna choke slam you, bro. He's built like Kane. I'm always hungry. Springfield needs a Whole Foods. Don't we have a Whole Foods?
Yeah, I think we do. Somewhere.
Yeah, never been there, but I think we have one. I just hit it. Just left Salt Lake City. Mark, I wish I knew you were in Salt Lake City. I would have said, bring me a video of Salt Lake City. I want to see what the new terminal looks like. Because from my understanding, the new terminal is really nice. Like, I remember when that place was a junkyard. It was ran down. It was rough over there. It was really the least favorite terminal.
Still haven't been there. Because my brother-in-law avoided it like the plague, so.
I just hit the smash button with my leg. Hey, Twister, does that button machine have a cricket chirping effect? No, but I can make one. Yeah, I could definitely make one. I have an extra spot right here. That button does nothing. So we could definitely make one. Oh, yeah. Check out Kiersey's video too. And No Hippie Trucking. I'm 370 pounds. Fitz has to get me off the ground first.
Well, he was a police officer, so.
Oh, it's nice and the food's awesome. The food was awesome. Don't
Yeah,
they
it's
serve
new.
the same? They say serve the same food as us, don't they? Dude, you had me at food. I'm gonna have to go check it out now. Salt Lake City is nice, but Springfield has the soul. You know, my favorite terminal, like I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this. My favorite terminal is Pittston because everyone's always been nice to me over there. Like at Springfield, I felt like it was a bunch of snitches running around just trying to get everyone in trouble. He don't got a lock on his trailer. He doesn't. You know, he didn't freaking make a trip this morning. You know, no lock on the trailer. Like, why y'all snitching all the time? Like,
Yeah,
come on.
Springfield has too many terminal rats.
That too. Terminal rats are horrible. Explain what a terminal rat is.
It's a person that stays at one terminal all the time. Trainers don't count. And instead of getting loads, they stay there.
We need a be-do sound too.
Oh, yeah.
I could
But
put
you got to
one
come
like,
in more, Be-Do.
yeah. We need one special one, and I gotta put his face on the button. That way, every time we pop up his comments, we can go V-do, V-do, V-do. Salt Lake was bad because it was originally a not so swift terminal. You're 370. Yeah, sleep apnea machines. Have you had a sleep apnea machine yet?
No.
So, like, I always knew I needed one, but whenever I came in, I didn't have to take the test. Whenever I got my first DOT, I didn't need to take the test. When I got my second DOT, I had to take the test, the sleep apnea test, and I failed it. And I knew I was going to fail it because my wife said, man, you snore loud. And I know I would wake up a lot. I remember waking up. I would wake up and have to take a deep breath because it felt like my lungs were flat inside me. Like it was a weird experience. It felt like my lungs were flat inside me. So like I've never really got good sleep. I was sleeping for like 10 hours a day trying to get some sleep. And after I got my my CPAP machine, I started sleeping about 6 hours a day, and I feel way more refreshed than I ever did whenever I used the before I got a CPAP machine. So I believe in it. I think if you do need it or you think you need it, go get checked. Oh, Leah says, I'm only a terminal rat every couple of months. Well, that's fine. You can be a terminal rat. We weren't hating on you for it. We just say that there's some people that never leave out. What's even worse than a terminal rat is a campus rat.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard about these guys, Tennessee?
Yeah, I have my students telling me all the time that they see the same truck over and over and over and never leave. And they're always down in the smoking area telling horror stories.
Yeah. So you got guys that will go to the campus inn. And if y'all don't know what the campus inn is, that's where the hotel is that you're staying at when you come to Prime. And you got these guys that will stay out there and they'll see the new guys. And they feel all big and bad. They're all like, hey, this is a new guy. Hey, when'd you come in? Oh, I got here yesterday. I'm for the class. They're all like, boom. Man, let me tell you what. I'm a truck driver. I've been doing this so many years. Just wait till you're going down the mountain. They think that the student's going to be like, oh. And some of them do. They're all like, whoa, you had to do all that? But, like, why do you think that you need these students to, like, look up to you like you're big and bad? Like, dude, go run some freight, man. Go make some money. And then it's the same, like, you talk big and bad over there at the campus, but when you see them at the Millennium and they're getting some food to eat, they're over there like, man, I can't make no money at Prime. And I always tell them, I'm like, well, how long have you been at the terminal? Oh, I've been here for like like 7-8 days. Well, shoot, that's why you can't make no money. Had a sleep apnea machine for a couple years. How was the test? Was it hard to sleep with that thing on? So I did not fall asleep the entire time during the test. I stayed up for 2 days before my test, and I took one of those Z-Quills sleep aids. So I was like, man, I'm gonna knock myself out during this test because I heard it's hard to sleep with all these wires and stuff connected to you. So I went in there, got all that stuff connected to me, could not fall asleep. Toss, turn, toss, turn, toss, turn. Finally, the guy came in there. He put that CPAP machine on me, and I blacked out till he came back in there. And I thought he came right back in there, but he actually was gone for like 2 or 3 hours. When he woke me up, I was like, man, that was the best sleep I ever had. So I was like, dang, I probably need one. He was all like, I can't give you the results. You got to get with the doctor. So when the results came in, I needed one. Imagine that. Yeah, they do put a lot of wires on you. It's hard to sleep. I have the nasal mask. Yeah, I use the nasal mask too. I don't like the full mouth mask part. It dries out your mouth. When you're using just the nose, it seems to make your like a suction in your mouth somehow to keep your mouth shut, so you will not open your mouth while you're sleeping. Snitches get stitches. You mean PSD trainers that are always hanging it out in the campus in parking lot? Alex, I don't know about PSD trainers hanging out in the campus in parking lot. I would like to say PSD trainers are not hanging out in the campus parking lot, but I don't think any of us do. Any of us main guys. Your top 15, I don't see us hanging out in the campus parking lot. What you think, Thomas? You think any of them's hanging out over there? Because when we come in early in the morning, they're all parked at the training pad, right?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's any of the PSDs. I know of a couple that do park over there, but they're not hanging out there. They're not ones to sit there and try to recruit or scare our PSDs coming in. I think it's more TNTs and regular truck drivers.
There you go.
No, I didn't mean when you renew it. By law, you have some states are 30 days or a month, 2 months. Some is 6 months. As soon as you move into that state, you have to get your license renewed.
I cannot sleep without my mask. It took me like a year to get used to it. I wake up and the mask is across the room. Yeah, once you get used to it, it's the best sleep you ever had for me. I have issues with their sleep apnea test when they claim if your neck is you gotta sleep. Okay, so yeah, sometimes they measure people's neck, and if it's a certain size, then they have to take a CPAP test. So yeah, I don't know what that has to do with it, but there's a reason for it. Jesus takes the wheel, says my trainees are like, do you ever take a break in between loads? Because we do load after load after load. I'm like, no, not really. We are here to learn and work. Yeah, and Jesus is motivated, man, and he's vicious with it. Like he's trying to make some money here. It's a business he's running. And I would be the same way. I'd be like, hey, we're not taking no breaks in between loads. We're running, getting miles, getting paid, get it faster we get these miles done, faster you get on your own truck. So if I'm running load after load after load and we're not taking a break, you're gonna get to your truck faster.
Oh yeah, that's the same way we are with PSD. We want them on and off our trucks so they can start making real money. And that 900 is not real money. That's just a start out.
No. And that 900, you got to take your taxes and stuff like that out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And Mark ended up with a CPAP machine, too. I always wake up once to use the restroom every night. And during the sleep study, this it's a pain to have them unhook everything when they're done and never go back to sleep. And that's like if you can go back to sleep, they can still get enough data off of you to know if you need it or not, even without you sleeping. I got my CPAP renews, so when I go to training, I am good on the paperwork. Okay. Also, since you already have a CPAP and you're coming here, make sure that you get a printout of like the last 2 or 3 months. Make sure you get a printout of all that data and stuff so they can see how long you've been using it. They can go through it, just to be on the safe side. Because some machines, they don't release that information to Prime, and Prime's going to need that information. It's going to be a big old fight. You're going to have to do a lot of stuff. So make sure that you get that much printed out. Philippi says, good show. Is 64 too old to get started trucking from scratch? Trying reefer or van? No, 64 is not too old. I've had a 68-year-old man before on my truck, and 64 is not too old.
No, it's not.
What you think about 64?
Yeah, it's not too old. I can't remember how old my student was. He really never told me, but he said he was older than 50. So,
yeah. I always check my guy's IDs, man. If you want to know how old he is, look at his ID.
Well, I checked his ID, but I didn't look at his age.
So, like, whenever I first get my students, I always ask them for their ID card, their driver's license, because I need to know whenever it expires. That's the main thing I need to know. So I look at when it expires, and then I look at restrictions, because there's been countless time people had restrictions on their driver's license and they didn't even know it.
See, I've had 3 of them that had to wear glasses, and they've never worn glasses in their life.
Yeah, I remember I was working with that guy that was yours, and I was all like, let me see your driver's license. And I said, this says right here you need glasses. You need to go get some glasses. That guy ended up with glasses, and he was a beast at backing after that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks, bud. You guys are a wealth of information.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We try to help people out. That's what the Thursday night lives are for. Trying to answer people's questions and getting information out that people might need. I feel that was what I wanted me personally. I got 1 to 2 resets a week. It took 10 weeks to do 30K miles. My trainer was so lazy. Yeah, and I hear this a lot too. Like I hear stuff about lazy trainers that don't drive at all. They have the student do all the driving. I hear of trainers getting into students' clocks and editing the stuff to make them where they can drive again and stuff. Don't ever give your payroll pin. That's your pin to get into that Qualcomm. Don't ever give that to your trainer or your instructor. They don't need it. I don't care if they get mad or not. If they're all like, I need to get into your clocks to edit some stuff, be like, you know what? I'll put my code in, but you're going to teach me what you're doing and why you're doing it, because I need to learn it anyways. So let them, if they need in it, log into it and be like, you show me what to do because I want to know what I need to do. It's better to learn than just, hey, here's my code, and they go and mess stuff up.
Yeah, because they could screw up your logs for later.
I had this one that was 68 to 69. I think 64 is still in good shape. No way I would do Facebook. Yeah, see, I got a student right now that's kind of an older gentleman, and he retired, and I got him right now, and he'll get. I think I'm trying to test him by Wednesday. We kind of had a talk today, and we said, hey, let's get this goal done. Let's try to get it done by Wednesday. So, like, we're real close to Wednesday. Alex says he got 3 service failures. I couldn't wake him up in the mornings. We'd be late to the receivers. He was up too late playing Call of Duty. Yeah, that's no good. That is no good.
You should have said something to your fleet manager.
He probably did, because notice he did not say he got 3 service failures.
Right.
So he didn't get service failures. Because, like, when you're a student, if you get a service failure with being a student, like, they can send you home. So I guess the trainer took the full blame, or you stood up for yourself and said, hey, look, he wouldn't wake up. I'm not taking that service failure. And passed and did very well. So Mark even said that his older student passed and did very well. Yeah, should have called a prime and asked for a new one. How long should TNT be running as a super solo? You know, Peg Leg, I can't give you an answer for that, because I don't whenever I ran team, I never ran super solo. I ran straight team. Like, let's go. We ran from the first day. Hey man, it's your shift. Drive your shift out. Like, let's go. So I couldn't give you an answer on that. I don't know. I would have to figure out what's a super solo.
I mean,
you know, I couldn't even figure it up. I don't even know why I'm getting my phone. I don't even think I could do the math.
Me personally think that the only reason why you should run super solo is to understand how that student drives. If it takes longer than 2 weeks, then you need to have a conversation.
Timothy said he would have took the Call of Duty game and hit it. Oh, look at that.
Hell yeah.
My ring from Prime. No service failures here. Congratulations, Jesus. That is awesome, man. You know, round of applause for you. Because one of my guys already got a Prime ring over here.
Congratulations, brother.
It's 2 years, no service failures, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at that. One of my students been here for 2 years, so that means I've been training for more than 2 years, if y'all ever wanted to know. Timothy Turbo says, but I would have gave it back when he got off the truck. Yeah, gave it back at the end.
It's the rainbow.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to close the blinds.
Rainbow cherry.
That's nice. Jesus Christ. Jesus takes the wheel. Can you hear what she was saying? She was excited about some tomatoes. She said, look at these rainbow tomatoes. I was like, I don't care about no rainbow tomatoes. I would have kicked the trainer out. Can't kick the trainer out, Hans. It's his truck, man.
Right.
I run super solo the first week to get comfortable with the trainee. So how many miles do you run a week in doing super solo? What's their average miles in 1 week doing super solo, Jesus? That's kind of what I need to know. Who was that?
What was that? That was Raven.
Dog.
The heck out of your audio?
I don't know, but yours is lagging too, so I didn't know if it was mine or yours.
Is that better?
It seems fine now.
I think we just had a glitch.
Let's see. We're at an hour and 24 minutes, and you test the guy in the morning. Super solo is 3,000 miles a week. So let's see here. You take, we'll say 30,000 miles divided by 3. Man, 3,000 miles a week? That sucks for super solo. So it'd take you about 10 weeks. 10 weeks to run super solo and get your miles done. That's a long time. And that's not counting time off or home time to switch your license over. Nothing. You know, that sucks. But guys, we are going to get out of here. We're going to take off for the night. Tennessee Flatbed has a test in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I got to work with my guys in the morning, so we're out of here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Check out Tennessee
Yeah,
FLATBEDER
come follow me.
and follow him. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COXDJO. Also, my phone number is 417-894